Have you ever wondered why so many people win the rat race, but still end up with nothing but a heavy heart? I'm 94 years old now, and I've spent more time looking back at life than I have looking forward. For 40 years, I've followed the rules. I chased the money. I chased the status. I thought I was building a fortress of safety for my family, but I was actually building a cage for my soul. I was a fool for a very long time. I lived by a lie that almost every one of you believes right now. It's a lie that robs you of your sleep and your joy. But I found an escape. Every single morning I drink something that changed everything for me. It's not tea. It's not coffee. It's not some expensive green juice from a health store. In fact, it doesn't cost a single penny. This one simple habit is the only reason I can sit here today with a smile on my face, while others my age are filled with bitterness. Most people will never learn this secret because they are too busy running. They are too busy being productive. If you give me just a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to stop chasing ghosts. I'm going to tell you the exact moment I realized I was losing everything, even though my bank account was full. Stick with me until the very end of this video. If you do, I'll share a specific 3-word phrase that you can use tomorrow morning to instantly melt away the pressure you feel to be perfect. You deserve to feel light again. Don't make my mistakes. Let me show you a better way to live before another year slips through your fingers. I lived most of my life like a man running toward a finish line that kept moving. I called it being ambitious. My neighbors called it being successful, but my soul called it starvation. I was a slow learner. I spent 5 decades under the spell of a ghost. That ghost has a name. I'll be happy when. I'll be happy when the promotion comes. I'll be happy when the kids are grown. I'll be happy when I have that bigger house with the red door. I was always drinking from a cup of later, and it tasted like dust. The breaking point happened on a random Tuesday. I was 55 years old. I was sitting in my expensive office with the mahogany desk. My daughter called me. She was crying with joy because she got her first big job. I should have cheered. I should have felt proud. But all I felt was a cold, empty nothing. I didn't see her success. I only saw another mountain she would have to climb. I realized then that I had taught her my sickness. I had taught her that life is just a series of chores to finish before you're allowed to smile. I looked at the photos on my desk. I realized I didn't remember the birthdays or the vacations. I only remembered the stress I felt while I was there. I was a healthy man, but I was spiritually bankrupt. I was chasing a shadow and missing the sun. That was the day I realized I had to change my morning recipe. I had to stop waking up and doing. I had to learn how to wake up and be. I had to stop pouring the poison of tomorrow into my glass. I finally saw the truth. If you are not enough today, you will never be enough tomorrow. Once I cleared the fog from my eyes, I started to see the world differently. I realized that everyone I knew was drinking from one of 3 different cups. I look at people today and I still see these 3 patterns. The first person is the bitter grinder. This was me for 40 years. The grinder thinks that life is a war. They think if they aren't suffering, they aren't working hard enough. They drink a cup of duty every morning. They are always tired, always grumpy, and they treat their loved ones like items on a to-do list. They win the race, but they die lonely. Then there is the wait-and-see complainer. This person is different. They don't work hard, but they don't enjoy life either. They drink a cup of envy. They spend their mornings looking at what others have and waiting for the perfect time to start their own life. They wait for the lottery, or a better boss, or a sign from the sky. But the sign never comes. They grow old waiting for a permission slip that nobody is going to sign. They die with all their beautiful music still locked inside them, because they were too afraid to play a wrong note. But then there is the peaceful sage. This is the person I finally decided to become at the age of 55. The sage drinks a cup of gratitude. They understand a secret that the grinder and the complainer will never know. The secret is this: the coffee tastes exactly the same in a plastic cup as it does in a gold one. The sage doesn't do things to get happy. They do things because they are happy. They know that life isn't a mountain to climb, but a field to dance in. They don't wake up to get somewhere else. They wake up because they are already where they need to be. Which one are you drinking from today? So what is this drink I take every single morning? It is a deep, quiet sip of radical presence. I don't go to the kitchen for it. I find it before my feet even touch the floor. I lie there and I tell myself, everything is already okay. I have already arrived. This is the inside job. We are taught that we are like half-filled buckets, and we must spend our lives catching raindrops to feel whole. But the truth is, you are the ocean. You are already enough. You don't need to do anything to earn your right to breathe and be happy. The drink is simply the act of noticing. It is noticing the way the light hits the wall. It is noticing the sound of your own breath. When you drink this sense of being, the pressure to be perfect just melts away. You stop being a project that needs to be fixed. You start being a human who is meant to be alive. Remember that 3-word phrase I promised you? It's very simple. Every morning, before you check your phone or start your chores, say these words out loud. I am enough. Say it until you feel it in your bones. Say it until the bitter grinder inside you goes to sleep. I want to leave you with one deep question to think about today. If you were told right now that you could never achieve or improve another thing for the rest of your life, what part of your life would you finally stop fixing and start loving? I really want to know your answer. Please, leave a comment and tell me. I'm 94, and reading your stories is what keeps my heart beating fast. Don't wait until you're my age to realize that the finish line was behind you all along. Take a sip of today. It's the only one you've got. Be kind to yourself. Goodbye for now.